Chris Carter told the Rookie Symposium once, you always got to have a fall guy in the NFL.
Play action fake. He wants it all. Reed's in it. It's caught.
Fall guy in the NFL, so I think Vincent Herzog is your fall guy there.
Very impressive. From the 6-yard line.
Sinnott is in the end zone, has to launch this one, and it's caught.
Got his man across the 25, across the 35 now, and across the 40-yard line is Malcolm Perry.
Tabor empty backfield, he'll look to throw quickly, but he's got no time. Escapes the pocket. Russell Tabor on the outside. Split here, 3rd and 7. Tabor. Looking end zone again, and it's caught.
All right, we're out here at Santander. Have I pronounced that right once today?
I think so.
Dodging the Madrid heat, standing in the shade. This is Russell Tabor.
Hello, I'm Russell Tabor.
Quarterback for
Munich Ravens.
And they beat up on us yesterday, 2 days ago.
That's Dragon's 2nd touchdown of the season. Always known to just take off because of how great he is passing the football. Tabor. Looking end zone again, and it's caught. Okonkwo. Touchdown for the Ravens. The running of the Bulls successful so far. Down since the opening whistle. This offense is under fire. Onside. How about Tabor's provocation? His receivers in action. Dominic Mulder. Now Phoenix go for 2. What a display of athleticism from Aaron Crookshank. Kickoff. 36. The Ravens. Tabor delivers outside to Stanley. Sure-handed. Malik Stanley still going. Orhas to send us to OT. It's up. And he missed it.
All right, so we're playing the #1 handicap on this course. It's more than a 600-yard par 5. So we're gonna take you with us. We'll ask Russell some questions, and hopefully neither of us, blow up on this hole. But I guess we'll see. They're not gonna be able to see it. It was right down the middle, right?
Big bro. Let's car go. Oh, stay in. Woo. Oh, there he goes. Chad, he's in the bunkers.
What's your score prediction after being on the tee?
Shoot, I'll take a 6. I think I'd be pretty pleased with that.
I think I'd be pleased with the 6 too. How did you end up coming out to play over in Europe? I mentioned that you went to UNC, but I'll let you tell the story of how you ended up out here.
Yeah, so I was a walk-on at UNC for 3 years. After my junior season, just kind of knew that I was ready for something new. Thought about transferring to a couple of spots, actually one of which was Reed's alma mater, San Diego, and had a coach at UNC, was familiar with the European stuff, and it really kind of pushed me to do it, and got in touch with
that?
Which is Lee Rose, who's now coaching Reed with the Bravos. Got in touch with a team in Madrid called Osos Rivas, and ultimately decided to go do that, and just had an absolute blast, and didn't really look back from there.
And now you're with?
Now I'm with the Munich Ravens in Germany, so a little bit of a different experience culturally, but definitely kind of a step up as far as football, and I've really been enjoying it.
So hot seat, Munich or Madrid?
I'm going to plead the 5th on that one.
So you know what that answer is. We're currently playing golf in Madrid, and it's very beautiful outside. So I think that's a pretty easy answer. All right, where are we on the golf course?
I'm in the bunker. Reed didn't have quite enough muscle on his. He's a little short of the bunker.
All right, let's see Russell's next shot then. All right, I'm going to try to Jim Nance this. Okay, he's got a pretty good lie here at the bottom of the bunker. Lip in front. YouTube pressure's on. Hit the lip, but it's in the fairway. It's a 3-shot hole anyways.
Okay, and here we go to the 12th with Sinnott coming in from just a mere 400 yards out. Starts at high right, wants to draw but doesn't get it. Nice hop off the hill.
Kick left.
He appears pleased.
I don't know if either of us have a career in broadcasting after that. What about a highlight that's been off the field, like getting to experience what it's like to be over here, and especially as a guy, from the South, staying in North Carolina, what's it like to experience a totally new culture like this?
Yeah, I think anytime a teammate kind of welcomes you into their culture and really wants to show you something, it's honestly humbling, and you just really appreciate them being willing to do that. And so whether it was my teammates at Osos taking me to get cachopo, which is Asturian food, and sidra, or my German teammates taking me to go get traditional German cuisine. I think anything like that is always really special. And like Reed was saying, it's the moments off the field with these guys is honestly even better than a lot of the stuff on the field.
And the food experience from both places is what makes it fun, and you kind of get to see a glimpse into people's lives, and I think that's been the coolest part.
No doubt.
All right, you still got 300 yards out, so. All right, we have Russell Tabor, 282 yards out. He did ask if he could tee it up. I don't think that's allowed. Oh, absolute beauty. We're gonna put the shot tracer on that, chat. I think that's about, 220 yards, nice little draw right in there, right in the middle of the fairway. Hey, I think you're on pace for your 6. The Munich Ravens have been one of the best teams in the league this year, and that's definitely in part due to their quarterback play. And so what are some, goals for yourself for the season, and maybe even what you want to get out of this experience while you're getting a chance to play over here in the ELF?
First and foremost, I came over to have fun. When I wrapped up my career at Carolina, I was, pretty much come to terms with sort of being done and, maybe playing in Madrid and going to work, and ended up having some success there. And now I'm getting to play in Munich. And so kind of just grateful for every opportunity to still lace up the cleats and really just want to keep winning. And I think we're all focused on winning a championship. I think Reed could attest to this. The quarterback in Europe is your position as a leader is almost magnitude to even a greater degree than in the U.S. because a lot of these guys don't have the background in football and really need to be led and taught. And so I think just from kind of a personal development standpoint, it's been awesome getting to be a leader and kind of get put in all these situations that you never really thought you'd have been in, and the frustrations of language barrier or just a kind of a knowledge gap, and then still kind of trying to keep your cool and really try to lead these guys in the right direction.
I think that's such a cool point because we take for granted that we've played since we were so young, and especially these Spanish guys, a lot of them start playing when they're 15, 16, 17, and so the basis for their knowledge is just different. And so that adds another layer to it. And, we kind of talked about this off camera, but I don't know about you, but this is the most fun that I've had playing football. And I think there's a level of there's brotherhood and everybody cares, and nobody's making that much money. So there's a little bit of the guys just love that they're spending time together. So our road trips are fun. Getting to hang out with guys like you, there's a camaraderie aspect that I think is so different than professional football in the States. So we're both about probably 110 yards out. Let's do a little closest to the pin. Let's do it. All right, Tabor here with his 4th shot, 130. What color do we have?
Soft tee wedge.
Oh, he's gonna hit a soft pitching wedge.
Hold it. No. 6 is in peril.
We're a little left. A little left.
All right, back to the 12th where Sinnott has his 3rd shot. 54-degree wedge. Tabor left the door wide open for the closest to the hole challenge. And he takes advantage of it. Sticks it.
I think that turned out all right.
Yeah.
What would you say to anybody who's maybe considering doing this? Because I think for both of us, our situations were very different and unique. This is kind of the end of my career. This is kind of the beginning of yours in a way. What would you say to an American who maybe is contemplating giving this experience a try?
Obviously, we both loved it and would both highly recommend doing it. And I think the football aspect, you're going to have an awesome time doing that. But I think more importantly, you're getting to travel around Europe, you're getting to see a new culture, and you have a whole team of 50 plus guys plus staff who really want to show you a good time, show you their culture. And so first of all, I'd say 100% do it, and second of all, you'll get the most out of it if you do it with the mentality of you're going to enjoy the football, but you're also going to enjoy life outside of football and really enjoy the city for what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I've heard from the local guys is that, there's Americans that come over and they bring their PlayStation and they, do their own thing and they stay up American hours and they talk to their girlfriend and they don't immerse themselves in the culture. And I think for both of us, our experience here in Madrid has been more exciting because we were both like, hey guys, what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Let's go hang out. Let's go
Exactly.
get dinner. Let's go do these things. And, you know, I'm in a different place in my life than a lot of the guys on our team, but that means that Pilar and the support staff and some of the coaches have spent time with me playing golf and doing the thing. So being able to immerse yourself in it is the way to go. All right. What are you laying 5?
Yeah.
Are you going to hold this one out?
Probably not. Lucky number 7.
All right. This is me lying 3. It's a birdie putt. Russell got some work to do. This is great for me because he's been kicking my ass all day, but you know, on this hole, it's working out for me. All right, Russell Tabor, lying 5. Short game has been elite all day. Oh, just so soft. Live reaction, just the short game. Soft hands.
Butter paws.
Butter paws.
Gotta have it.
My putting is definitely my worst part, so we'll see if we can do something here.
Little meat on that bone. Nice par, nice par.
The birdie nobody would have believed. It would have been fake news for sure. Putter's been dialed all day. Russell Tabor, butter paws. Oh, just hit it to the back of the cup. Bang! for 7?
And Beverly hits the 3 to get it back to 40. Whatever.
That Gus Johnson call, that's just absurd.
Yeah.
All right, so we have another matchup together, okay?
Yep.
Can we get, I don't know if a score prediction is the right thing, but what
Not
are you
in that
expecting?
business.
Not in that business. How about this? What's the score prediction for when we play golf together in Munich after the game?
Ooh, I think you're probably still gonna beat me by a bit, but I mean, if I can break 90, regardless of what you shoot, I'll be happy.
Okay. What are you going to show me when we come to Munich?
So Marienplatz is the old town, so you got some old cathedrals, some nice architecture, so definitely going there. The English Gardens are nice, kind of like Parque Retiro. It's a really walkable, bikeable city, very green, but very livable, kind of similar to Madrid. So it'll be a nice time. Definitely some of those German pints, a couple steins.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to play a hole with us. You know, chat's going to say that my shots were fake. That's the only hole I've played well all day. But, you know, I guess we'll take it. Back to the mouse and sucking at golf. This is AC, Aaron Crookshank.
How you doing?
The best receiver in the ELF this year.
Straight into the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown, Madrid. The Cynic Crookshank connection.
Honestly, I think this section just be the Reed Sinnett and Aaron Crookshank section of the show, because those two guys, man, they're lighting this league up like a Christmas tree.
Sinnett, wide open, Crookshank, touchdown, Bravos!
Up on the box. Sinnett, it's Crookshank. Crookshank past the 40, gonna be a foot race, going to the end zone. Aaron Crookshank.
Sinnett out to Crookshank, and this is another touchdown for the Madrid Bravos.
And an empty set here for Cynic. Pockets back, he's looking for back, and Crookshank brings it in again.
Little shovel to Crookshank, trickery, and Crookshank into the end zone. Andrew Leidinger, the Wizard of offense. Sinnett under center, play action. Sinnett with time, Sinnett fires, and he completes it to Aaron Crookshank. And is anyone going to catch Crookshank? No, they are not. Aaron
Play
Crookshank.
fake. Sennett. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll roll to his right. Still looking downfield. Nobody's open. Finds a man in the back of the end zone and in there for the touchdown. Aaron Crookshank.
Fake to Molina. On the outside to Crookshank. Crookshank got a block. Hurdles a man. Tumbles into the end zone. Touchdown.
My goodness, we just find ourselves back here every week, Nick, talking about Aaron Crookshank, don't we?
Kind of the do-it-all kind of guy. It's
Kinda.
nice. It's nice when we can throw a screen and, you know, score from 80 yards out. It makes my life a lot easier.
I mean, yeah, you know, just the way that we could get on the bench faster.
Yeah, yeah, right. Go sit down and hang out again.
Yeah.
Talk about what we're going to call next.
Exactly.
Tell everybody, I gave you a brief introduction, but,
Yeah.
you know, where are you from and how'd you end up playing football over here?
Again, I'm Aaron Crookshank. I go by AC from Brooklyn, New York. I really got out here just took a chance with Coach Andrew, man. Like he took a while to get me, and when he finally got me on the phone, we took a while on the talk, and then he got me out here. He convinced me to come out here, and I was like, why not?
You were just ignoring his text messages?
Not really ignoring. It was more, it was more like I was trying to find myself. You know, I'm so used to playing football all the
Right.
time, and then not
Right.
being in football for a little bit. It was kind of like weird for me, and I was in that gray area. One day I was just like, what am I mad for? Like,
Sure.
I did a lot of good things, so I was like, you know what, why not come to Europe?
And now you're probably the best player in the league in terms of what you've been able to do.
I mean, thanks to you, though. You're up there, too.
That's what I think's been great, and that's what we want to talk about, too, is, like, Andrew puts us in such a good position to have success. And then, like, we've become such a good team in the screen game that it's like they can't play us in drop back.
Exactly.
Because you can run by everybody. So they play soft, and then it's like, okay, now we got to be able to throw the screens, and then you can house a screen from 70 yards out, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh, that makes it pretty easy. Let's just spin it out to AC and see what happens. What have you experienced so far culturally? You know, what's maybe a culture, something that shocked you when you came over to Spain?
I'll say the first thing, when I first got on the plane, like, I was literally in the United States getting on the plane to come here. And you could tell, like, there was a lot of Spanish people getting on the plane, and they were just in shock, like, what are you doing coming to Madrid?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm coming to Madrid too. So I'm saying, so it was kind of a culture shock like that. But everybody here is so embracive and so loving. It's like, it made my adjustment a little easier because I didn't know what I was expecting to come out here. I didn't think it would be so nice, so caring, so open arms.
I mean, it's one of the best things I think about the Spanish people is they love each other, but they also want us to love their culture.
Exactly.
So they embrace us and they say, you know, like, come do this with us, come do that with us. You know, like, even yesterday you were joking about, like, I learned this new Spanish phrase, and he's trying to, you know, say it in front of the team.
and messes
it up, but then the guys are like, oh, but it's actually this, or like, you can say this, you can say that. And so I think the Spanish guys are really cool about that.
Mexican Spanish and Latin Spanish are two different Spanishes.
The Spanish is way different.
Yeah, way different. I learned that yesterday. It's okay. We make mistakes, but yeah, I learned that yesterday. So
what's been your highlight or your favorite thing so far this year?
Really and truly, I say the receiver room. Like, we're starting to, like, drop the shade with each other.
Yeah, sure.
And we're getting more comfortable with each other now. So, like, we're kind of, like, more close-knit than we were 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So I go out with Jordy and Peanut all the time now. Like, after the game, I'll go see what they're doing, hang out with their rooms on passing.
Yeah.
So I say we got more close together.
That's awesome. What advice would you give to maybe somebody that's thinking about an American guy that's contemplating coming over to play in Europe?
If you want to play football still at a high level and you want to get back the game, like the love and the feeling for the game, why not come to Europe, man? And especially if you've never been to Europe, come see Europe. I get to see Germany, Hungary, Austria. Like, I never thought a kid from Brooklyn would ever go all the way over there. And the connections you bring, and you could take them back, it just lasts for a lifetime, so I'll say that.
Cool.
Sure.
What do you think's next for you after this? What would be your ideal situation?
I've been having talks, so it's been a little complicated for me because I've been doing well, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, like, I know that the goal for me is ultimately to go back to the NFL, but if anything doesn't work out in the NFL and the UFL, I have no problem coming back wherever Coach Andrew goes. And if it's here, I'll come back here. I have no problem.
Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Big game today. We're play T-roll. I think there's going to be a heavy dose of AC.
Yeah, record-breaking day today.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
AC gets one more touchdown. It'll set the record for receiving touchdowns in a season, and you're leading the Triple Crown by a ton. Do you know, are you going to pass the receiving record?
Yeah, either this game, I'm trying to do it this game, so everything could just be one game, but probably next game, for sure. Next game, for sure.
There you go.
Sennett, look at the throw. Touchdown, Bravos. And the combination that has been so lethal for the Bravos may have just been the death blow for the Ravens.
The sun is setting on our little getaway this week in Costa Brava. We had a lot of fun. We'll see if my tan got any better. I'm not counting on that. I'm really excited to share with you guys, you know, how we finish up the season, and if you have a prediction for what's going to happen these last couple of weeks.
Win. We're going to win. And we're going to get to the playoff and keep doing our thing and just try to get there.
What was the highlight of this week?
Bro, we have a lot. We have a lot of highlights. I hope you didn't record most of them, but
I recorded some of them.
It was great. We still have tonight, and we're gonna have a great dinner right now.
And then we'll see how the season finishes out. So I think we'll have some exciting stuff for you guys, and this view isn't too bad.
It's amazing.
Hasta luego. See you next time.
Hasta luego.